All right, Ty. So to answer this question, we have to first create the diagram, the Venn diagram. And so we always want to start with the number of people, in this case, who did all three things. So that's 14. So that number is going to go in the very center of the diagram. That's where all three circles overlap. All right. And so then the next number, and really all of the numbers after that, will all have to be adjusted somehow. So let's see how we're going to do that. All right. So then we're told that 37 people said that they were going to attend the game and do the chores. Now we're looking at the games and the game and the chores circle. And so what that 37 means, it means that the total where the game and the chores overlap, the total number of people there is 37. But we already know that out of those 37, 14 are also grading papers. That leaves us with just 23 who are just playing the game and doing chores. And I found that number by subtracting 14 from 37. All right, and so we're going to do that to the rest of the numbers. So 49 are doing papers and chores. So again, that means that's the total where the papers and the chores circle overlap is 49. And so to adjust it to know what goes here, we have to subtract 14 from it. That'd be 35. 35 people. Gonna go here. All right, and then 25 are grading papers and attending the game. So once again, that number 25 represents the full overlap of the two circles, and what goes in here is 11, because 25 minus 14 is 11. All right, we have those. Now, we also need to figure out the number of people that just were grading papers, and the ones that only went to the game and the ones that only did chores. And to figure that out, we have to, so we've done all these. Okay, so 95 people are doing chores, but that number 95, that represents everyone who's doing chores. And so to know the number of people that are just doing chores, we have to subtract all the numbers that are already in that circle, the chores circle. That would be 35, 14, and 23. So all those people I need to subtract out of 95. Okay, so that leaves me with 23 people. And the way that you can check the four numbers that are inside the chores circle should add up to that total of 95. Okay, then we can do the same thing with the other values. So 114 were attending the game. So that's, again, everyone who attended the game. And so to know the number of people who just attended the game, we got to subtract the 11, the 14, and the 23 that are already accounted for. 66 people are just attending the game. And then lastly, 119 are grading papers. So once again, that's everyone grading papers. 119, we're going to take out the 11 that are also playing or going to the game. 14 for doing all three things. 35 for doing chores. Okay. So that leaves 59 who are just grading papers. Okay, and so then based on this corrected diagram, we are going to answer the question. Now, the only thing that I'm missing right now is the number of people, the total number of people that were asked. And so if we, I don't think we need that, do we? Well, anyways, so the first question says, how many planned only to grade papers? That would be 59. Here. Now, how many were grading papers or doing chores? Now, or is our keyword for union. Means we're going to combine everyone who is either grading papers or doing chores or both, which ends up being everyone inside the papers and the chores circle. All these numbers have to be added together to get that answer. That would be 59, 11, 35, 14, 23, and 30, 23. Wait, 23 and 23. So there's both. Okay, so adding those 6 numbers together will give you how many people are doing either papers or chores. Right, the third question, how many are not planning to do any of the activities? So that's the question that I need to know the total for. So I can't exit out of this right now because I will lose my rating, but basically whatever the total number of people that were surveyed, if we from that number subtract all the numbers that we have currently inside the circle, so you have to find the total between 59, 11, 66, 35, 14, 23, and 23. So if I add everything inside the circles and subtract that from the total, that will tell me how many people are not doing any of those 3 things. The fourth question is how many are planning to do at least 2 activities? So at least 2 means 2 or more. And so that is going to include the 35 people, the 23 people, and 11 that are doing the pair of activities. So the 11 doing our grading papers and attending game. The 23 are attending game and doing chores. But it will also include the 14 in the middle because 2 or more includes those 14 people that are doing all 3 activities. In other words, you're going to be adding these 4 numbers together. And the fifth question, how many are attending the game and doing household chores but are not grading? So and is our keyword for intersection. So I need to find where the game and the chores circles intersect. So the game and the chores circle intersects right here on 2 numbers, 14 and 23. But I am excluding the people who are grading papers. So that leaves me with just the 23 people right here. All right? And then the last question, if I'm seeing it correctly, is going to say how many are attending the game or grading papers. Game or papers, but not doing the chores. So, or again means ultimately I would want to combine or unite everyone who's either grading papers or going to the game. This, but I am going to exclude these numbers that are also in the chores circle. So that means only adding 59, 11, and 6. All right, I hope this was helpful.